one of those 47.5 claps will work as a good clap sync. I'm so low. Or would it be better if I was high? I don't know. I'm too boring for any of that, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just a big boring boy who just out here trying to see the beans do a big heckin' robot romance. Not in the robot. Well, I mean, probably in the but probably not like two big robots tenderly caressing each other's faces and stuff. So this is off to a weird DeviantArt questionability start, isn't it? Questionable question. Fuck it. Hi, everybody. I haven't recorded anything in a few days, and RWBY once again broke my brain. Hey everybody, we're here for yet again another episode of The Witch from Mercury. So I guess then that means Suletta's the witch then. She a big spooky conjurationer? She a big fan of the illusion magic, some mysticism? She like to do some alchemy perhaps? Changing her questionable situation into alchemy-like into a budding, blossoming friendship and more. Completely unintentionally, like an idiot, but like a really cool idiot. Like it was very nice. She's a sweetheart. I love her. Anyway, everybody, yeah, it's time for episode 2 of The Witch from Mercury. Yeah, so I was only able to get one episode recorded that first time I did it, because again, it was like the last thing I recorded. So hopefully I'll actually be able to get a few of them done up here today so I can actually get them up on Patreon. So if anyone would like to observe them with their fucking face and the gooey little jellies that resides within them, you can do that. But you don't have to. But you could. But you don't have to. But you should. You should take care of yourself first and foremost, always. It's not worth it. It's the cartoon beans aren't worth it, I promise. Maybe they are. Fuck, I don't know. I love them already. Point is, in the first episode, we got introduced. Even though it was technically the second episode we watched, don't worry about that. It's not important. The first episode, we got introduced to Salheta and Miorine, and they're literally just Weiss and RWBY. One of them's a little more so than the other, not as in they're both of them, but she's just Weiss. Especially the more and more I keep thinking about it, because again, I talked about it before, like before going into the show, that one of the things. Oh, I also totally forgot that I mentioned I wanted to quickly touch on all the things, just lay out anything in blatant terms of anything I have been spoiled on, so that you guys know. Again, I was going to consider whether or not I was going to do a fucking alternate video, kind of like I did for the Monica of it all, back when we did Monica, and I was spoiled the fucking back. There was still so many things to be spoiled on. And it didn't save me, as you can tell by the 1.5 hour long video of me losing my mind. Anyway, point is, I can't believe I was spoiled on the existence of this character. She was on the poster, by the way. Oh! Well, don't I look like a dumbass? Anyway, point is, fucking, that was a really fun little time in history on the channel. Anyway, point is, yeah, so I will do that in here in just a second, but let me get my stuff out of there. We'll do it before we jump into the actual episode. Yeah, no, it's just, one of the things that I kind of know going in is, like, I had literally gotten, like, a quick little, like, rundown list at one point of, like, all of the reasons she was literally just Weiss, and it just kept going and going, and everyone, I'm like, yeah, no, seeing that first episode, yep, sounds about right. From the fucking color scheme to the fucking, the dad, to her position, to all of that shit, to seemingly a lot of her personality. It's great. Which should be really interesting, because again, that's my favorite character of all time. That's why I keep mentioning it, because my favorite character of all time. So, in theory, I should be a big fan of her. How weird would it be if she was my least favorite character? Anyway, that would just be fucking wild. Anyways, that Suletta on the other end seems definitely a little bit different, though RWBY's fucking complicated as shit to quantify. As we have fucking noticed in the past episode. Anyway, go watch that. This is your weekly reminder to go watch that. But yeah, no, it's something I had heard before, and just seeing it in motion in that first episode, yeah, no, it's very fucking significant, and I love it because it's my favorite show. So if you're gonna give me other characters which feel very in the same vein, then, well, I'm not gonna fucking complain, you know? Other things, I did actually get it pointed out to me. I think Lena mentioned it, in the Discord or whatever, but, fucking, old man's Mackenzie over here, fucking Miorine's dad or whatever. I didn't realize that's, Lysander's shitty brother who's running around, fucking people up in the prologue episode. I didn't realize that. I did think that when he first walks into the hallway or whatever, and then didn't say it, because I don't speaketh my mind. Anyway, point is, so that's the thing, I'm aware of this now. Makes sense, looks the same, just as an old fuck. So again, very much like Weiss, I love her father already. I think we're off to a great start. It's gonna be great. I already want him to die. Anyway, point is, there's that, is there anything else I really want to say? No, not really. I just liked it. Oh. Yeah, so let me quickly talk on the spoiler. This is the worst intro I've ever made. Anyway, boys, let me quickly touch on these spoiler topics again, because I did mention them. And I do think it's very important to me, because I want to be as upfront with people as possible when it comes to spoilers. So I will quickly run down everything that I can think of that I am aware of in this show and Earth. Obviously, we know about the red at the end. Now, as a lot of people may have noticed in the previous episode, and yes, I was doing it on purpose because it was constantly going through my head the entire time. It occurs to me that in relation to the red of it all, that I might have had more context than I initially imagined, that I just didn't think about until I saw a certain person's hairstyle. Now, I don't know for a fact because I didn't watch it. I remember explicitly because, you know, obviously, we've already established it's not really my thing. But when that first started becoming a thing and everyone was kind of freaking out about it, I kept seeing, like, clips of what I believe to be that scene or just before that scene and stuff. And Sir Deckhead seems to... I know he's got a name. Is it Gruel? Some shit like that? Fucking... It's a bad name, sir. Get a better name. Like Shannon. It's the lovely lady name. For big, strong man. Anyway, point is, I haven't seen that scene, obviously, but I kept seeing people try and show me that scene. Not obviously me in particular, but just out into the world. And it kept trying, keeps trying to autoplay Twitter, all sorts of shit like that. But anyway... Like, that's a thing, and I believe he is in some way involved, and I'm almost certain I've seen Deserved come up in relation to that moment. And again, I don't know for a fact, but I will just say, having met the man, I'm not a rocket surgeon. But I'm fairly decent at piecing bits of information together. Sometimes to a problematic extent, like not realizing Nagisa was on the poster of Rebellion. Anyway, as we established a second ago. But to also kind of bring it back to Madoka, when you, again, in the finale of that show, in my comments, make an extremely, like, obvious meme that everyone's heard of before about a character... I'm not a moron. I can at least go, I know what that means. So now, when I watch the movie, I'm gonna know that something is afoot. So when the something was in fact afoot, wasn't really a mystery to me because I knew going in. So, my point being, I'd seen some stuff that I had forgotten about. I apologize. I keep wiping my fucking desk because I need to clean this fucking desk. Anyway, point is, yeah, I just kept saying things that, it's why I kept saying, can it be him? So I don't know that that's actually the case. But if that is the case, then no, don't tell me, obviously. We want to let it be as natural as possible. But if we get there and I go, oh yeah, no, I guess I was right. That would be why. It's because I've just seen bits and pieces from the outside that my brain stitched together in pattern to make me go, I bet you that motherfucker turns into a pancake. Anyway. To which I responded, good. Anyway. I will give him a chance because, hey, as someone else pointed out in the comments, we are made by our situations, by the people around us. To bring it back to the RWBY of it all, Weiss was literally my least favorite character in the entire show when she first showed up. Now she's my favorite of all time. She starts off as kind of a racist asshole. And then she becomes the best human being to ever exist. Anyway, so with time, with character growth and understanding, we can persevere and overcome and not get turned into a fucking watercolor painting. Anyway, point is, that's one thing I wanted to mention. I also mentioned I've seen most of at least a lot of the character designs, like I pointed out, Puffball Lady, and the girl kind of got like kind of bluey, Ichigo-y hair. It was adorable. I actually looked up her VA earlier, and I can't remember who they were, what else they'd done. Damn. I looked that up after that first episode, and I can't remember what it was. It's the only one I actually looked up, though. But anyway, and the reason I mention that specifically here is because one of the only other scenes I am aware of is in relation to big poofy pink-haired lady. And I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's a scene that you think it is. Again, it was a while back, and I don't know for sure, but I vaguely recall people, I think being excited. I think it was a positive. Just absolutely fucking annihilating someone. Just rocking someone like a fucking hurricane. So that's a thing I've seen, and I'm pretty sure it was that character. So that's two things there. And I think I think I also mentioned this too. There's one scene I have seen between Suletta and Miorine that I caught like a minute of. I think it was shortly after it came out in the dub, and people were like kind of comparing the delivery and stuff, for Miorine in particular, I think. So I've seen like a minute of it, and it's, Miorine popping off and just kind of like going on a little ranty, breakdowny kind of thing towards Suletta. I don't remember the full context of like what exactly was said, but I have seen that. I will immediately recognize it, and I'll point them all out when we get there if they ever happen. But I have seen a small bit of that. I couldn't tell you word for word what was said, but I definitely remember the vibe that was being given off. And I have to imagine it's fairly early on, probably within like the first 4 episodes, I'd imagine, because again, it was comparing dub, and it's dub's still fairly only like halfway through at this point. But anyway, so that's the thing. And I think the only other thing that I can think of in the entire rest of the show that I am aware of going in is I think I am aware of a specific costume or like outfit. I guess 2 outfits is what I should be saying. For Suletta and Miorine. I think I'm going to go on a limb and say at some point they wear dresses. For what context? I don't know. But that's it. I think that's the entirety of what I know going in. And again, for a lot of people, it's not really going to matter. Sorry for making you watch a fucking 15-minute long intro. That was terrible. But I do want to... This stuff is important to me. I've talked about it a lot of times before. Like, I really want to make sure people know going in what I know, because there's nothing more unfun than getting into a reaction of someone and being like... Getting to a moment and go like, well, I knew about this. You know, instead of like... Because at least if you know going in, you're like, okay, so they know of something going in, but they don't maybe know the context, they don't know the when, they don't know the why. Again, with Madoka's always my best spoiler example, I think. I knew about, obviously, a very big important thing that happens fairly early on in that show. But I didn't know when it happened, I didn't know why it happened, I didn't know how it happened, I didn't know any of that shit. And again, that moment happened, and I was like, fuck. Well, I knew about it, so I guess it wasn't that big of a deal. And then I made an 1.5 hour long video as I devolved into madness, of course, through the course of a fucking day. So it was an experience, but I think it's very important for me to share with you guys. Again, I do ask that no one is too confirming with anything, because obviously that makes it, well, maybe I know something, and well, okay, now I definitely fucking know something, So anyway, that's good. I just want to make sure you guys knew. Huge thank you to everyone who stopped in with the first episode, or the prologue. I had a lot of fun with it. Again, the robots aren't really my big thing. I am sorry, Solette. I know, as someone else also pointed out, like, I realized this is a failure on my part, because I love her already, and if she loved them so very dearly, I guess I am then the asshole, and that's bad. That's big sad. I don't like that. Because I am here for the people I love's interests, even if I don't give a fuck at all. The shield's cool. Is that good? Anyway, yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. Thank you for putting up with that. This is why we have timestamps, though, for people who want to skip. But anyway, there's that. I think we're going to go ahead and jump into episode 2. Should be more than enough time for this fucking thing to have decided it doesn't want to break on me. And if it decides it does want to, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to take a bite out of its face, like a chupacabra might, to a goat. Just bite the whole head off. You know, like how it's kind of like a goat kind of got like this shape of head. Like this is the nose, and this is the head with maybe some with the horns. This is the goat. You can't see the neck. I don't have a third arm. I do have a third leg. Oh my goodness. Fuck it. My apologies. Anyway, we're gonna say that's that, and you just go hurt, and you just take a bite right out the middle. Just get the bridge of the nose. Scrumptious. You guys regretting your decision watching the show with me now? Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do this. This is, again, episode 2 of Gundam the Witch from Mercury. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Forgive me for my very long intro. I've made a 40-minute long intro to videos before. This is nothing new. We're gonna go ahead and do this in 3, 2, 1, go. It was delayed, but it did a big spooky towards me. We've returned. We've got to go back in time to this ass whooping. Also, again, like I point, there's obviously the penny swords that I was thinking of at the time. See, you have a pretty significant tan, so maybe you aren't actually Homegirl's sister like I kind of assumed. That, or maybe you just have a tan. This boy's just hero. Anyway. In a good way or a bad way? Wife. Husband, wife. Queen? King. Legend. Oh my goodness. Oh, fucking OP, finally. Oh, so I loved the outro. That was great. It was very pretty. And the music was a fucking jam. It's actually this song, isn't it? So never mind this one. Both of them. Whichever one. She is so adorable. She's so charming. Hopefully she has a better mental state. Then, yeah. It's been an interesting week. Go watch it. I love the idea of you making a lot of cool friends. They look lovely. I want to meet them. They seem sweet. It is a cool design. Again, I'm not a big mech guy, which is actually funny because it depends on. I'm a Steel Talons boy, is all I'm saying. But fucking, fuck, what am I trying to say? But it's a cool design. I like it, especially right. Like it is more of a kind of a feminine design than it usually is, right? Which I think is a cute baby. Yeah, he-ho. We established this. I really like her hair. Why is shit always happening? Well, I'm pretty sure they already did that. That happens when one person wins, generally. So I'm gathering there's a significant, or at least a supposedly significant difference between Ariel then and the others, right? Yeah. So then the other ones, well, how did they get around that with the other ones then? That just seems like not good electronics management, sir. Oh, she's a queen and an icon? Y'all are saying a bunch of shit, and I'm pretty sure you just made it all up. Look at this sinister looking motherfucker. People gotta stop doing this. It gives bad vibes. So I'm gonna. Any help with names is always gonna be helpful. I didn't really talk about that because, like, obviously, I knew the two beans, but everyone else is gonna take a minute for me to catch on with. Also, I think it was also pointed out to me that Kana had originally tried out for that role, which I think is funny because I constantly say she has Ichigo. It's funny how that works out. She's a queen. We established this. Also, witches are cool, man. They're fucking weird, but they're cool, man. what the problem is. All right. Well, you got a long life ahead of you. Probably don't die. Probably don't. Hello. Maybe you're the brother then. Which makes sense. You look more like him than the other guy did, so. All right. Calm down. I'm gonna call a slight bullshit on the fact this is the second episode. You don't know that. That's outside information. I love her already. She's great. She's a treasure, a delight, a terror, a menace. The best kind. Damn. Getting interesting vibes between people who live on Earth and everywhere else. Alright, bitch. Damn. I wouldn't call her out for being a Spatian, because that seems offensive. However, I'd call her out for being a funky looking hoe. Aw. This is her wife, goddammit. Come on now, we just established this. I do like the usage of the zero G around places. It definitely makes it a hell of a unique setting. Holy fuck, she's a goddamn musician. Okay. It's borderline plagiarism, and I and I love it. Bitch, who is you? I'm gonna fucking love her. Ah, god damn it. That is numbers and letters. Oh my goodness. Oh, you was trying to sneak her out. Underground Railroad this shit. Right? Why does she want to go to Earth specifically, I wonder? Perhaps I will learn if I watch the goddamn show. It was a cute touch. This is a kind of a nice way to shoot that pause. Money's good on this ship, kid. Anyway. Watch out for the space bees. It'd be so annoying with this show. I'm so sorry. It's their fault they did it, not me. They made me up them off. What does that mean? God damn. Well, fuck. Now he's getting beaten by a shithead dad. That doesn't necessarily... Okay, now I slightly regret a little bit wishing death upon him. Assuming he does intend to learn from it. Hello. Oh, I guess I should say I'm pretty sure that's... Right, that's... Again, looking at VA stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna say it. What, am I gonna look like an idiot? Oh, Bean. Bonjour! Again, I really love making use of Zero G to really... Are all of the Gundam shows set in space? I've never actually realized that until this, if that is the case. She do a big heckin' munch. Big old delicious space. Aw. Fuck, I want to give her a hug. You're moistening up the whole room, baby girl. Scandalous. Also, I obviously haven't talked about it as well, but it was something I've been thinking of for quite a while. How the name is different, obviously, from... Which I guess would make sense if it is like a... If the idea is... They're probably trying to pretend they're different people. On account of everyone getting murdered where they were before. Yeah, again, also, the point I was saying earlier about the voice actors, obviously, we're now watching it in JP, so I wouldn't hear if that's Elizabeth. I think that is the same character, though. The mother. What the fuck does that mean? say that would be a fairly good confirmation of what I was thinking. She really went ahead and just said talk to the hand, like literally though. I don't think that's how that works. I mean, I'm pretty sure you are correct, but that's not how that works, though. Go walk in here like she owned the fucking place. As she goddamn well should. Iconic. Fashionista. Bad bitch supreme. Is it Miorine? Is there an A at the end? I mean, not an A, but an A at the end? You know what I mean? Damn. Got him. Roasted his ass. Just think about whenever in a moment like this, basically every other word that keeps coming out everyone's mouth, I'm just immediately thinking of a quote from RWBY, whether it's where it's like Jacques talking to Weiss or Weiss talking to it's just that's what's playing through with every line of dialogue in this. There's a whole lot of similarity. Get his ass. Drag him. You may not. Did you ever get your fucking arm back, baby girl? Aw. You gotta beat some ass. You can do it. What? Fuck, I wasn't done yet. God damn it. How dare you? Also, yeah, I think I mentioned last time, I saw Lynn in the credit. That's fucking, Miriam's VA. So I don't believe what I was thinking. But I did see that. Okay, yes, now this is an ED. I don't know why I'm still doing this, because this doesn't match the vibe at all anymore. Tomatoes. I really do like the visuals for these. I'm gonna like the ones last time. I like this one as well. I'll talk about it here in a minute. Well, I don't love that. Also, I'm just gonna pretend that's ice and not a crystal, and then... Just get married already. I realize that's kind of the point of the thing. Don't worry about it. Oh. Yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. And credits. What is this now? Well, damn. Get fucked, nerds. Well, who was that? He does seem like he had that. That's what we meant by the pretty artwork at the end. Oh, it's gorgeous. Fuck, was there one for the first episode? I'm gonna have to go look at it again. I will do that. I will do the thing that I just said there. Real quickly, let me fucking... I'm gonna stop this so I can restart it just so that it doesn't accidentally break on me. My computer crashed earlier and it scared the shit out of me. Worst part is gonna be like 4 seconds long. This little thing here. Also, yeah, no, look, yeah, totally. There totally was one. Look at this. Look at her. She's an adorable bean. Also, yeah, of course, I'm going to do it because you knew. I already told you that's what the whole goddamn show's gonna be. I can even relate this to RWBY because they did the same thing for Ice Queen. Fucking when they let Shaft do their fucking spinoff, and they're just like, we're gonna do cool pieces of art at the end too, and there's like those really cute. It's like the fucking one where. Go watch the shows, but watch RWBY first and then watch Ice Queendom. Timeline wise, it's like right after volume 1, but it also like kind of redoes the first volume, but not as well, but also pretty, but not. Go watch it, god damn it. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and actually talk about what happened in this episode. And by that I mean I'm gonna say probably nothing of value. Don't just relate it back to RWBY. I realize that's what I already do with everything in my life, but try. Anyway, it's a lot. The entire time fucking homegirl is there talking to her goddamn dad. The entire time, all I can think about is fucking Weiss and Jacques arguing. 'Cause it's just paraphrased. It's the same exact shit. Anyway. She was 5 seconds away from saying, "I am the heiress of Sneeda's," and you're like, "You are no longer the heir." It was 5 seconds away from that. Anyway, point is, I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying seeing what's going on here. I really wish I had more to say. Okay, so we're leaving off. They're gonna do a big heckin' fight. My dogs are yelling. They're gonna do a big heckin' fight because because now they gotta fight. Because first, see how this works. First, adorable bean. Or adorable tomato potato over here does a big fight for the sake of our girl, the not Ice Queen, who is the Ice Queen. While I was doing the thing with the making sure my computer doesn't break, I'm gonna show you. Boys, if I open this up, you look at the tabs. I'm over here fucking around trying to make a management wants you to notice the difference between just Weiss and Mercury. Anyway. Also, fuck, is it Miorine? That doesn't sound as good, damn it. Anyway, point is, your boy's struggling. And my dog is yapping. Yeah, no, okay, so first time, she do a big fight to save Miorine. Now, Miorine she might still be doing the big fight, but Miorine have her do the big fight to save herself, or to save her, or to... You understand what I'm saying. Words are very hard and my brain is putty. Point is, I like it. I don't love... Okay, again, now I feel bad because Homeboy got slapped real hard. Which is not great. Clearly... And again, that's the thing, is like, again, I talk about... so sorry. I talk about Weiss and stuff, and like, again, like when I started that show, she's my least favorite character. Because she's a fucking asshole in the first time you see her. But through the course of the show, she drastically fucking evolves as a character. And it's very compelling to watch. And I think it's partially because of starting from that low point that it feels so fucking significant when you watch her be literally the most wonderful human being to ever fucking exist. Because her entire existence is going, hey, that old me really sucked, huh? Time to be amazing, I guess. And so I do think it is important to at least give the boy room to grow. Now, that being said, I was fairly vocal about how I didn't like Weiss back in the day, too, so I will continue to be fairly vocal until Homeboy can manage to get his shit together. Again, assuming. Again, I don't know for sure, but I was definitely getting interesting vibes and context. Anyway, point is, what I do know is I'm willing to let the boy grow. I so far like our friends that we've managed to scoop up, to acquire, to associate with. I mean, they haven't really become friends yet, but they're friends in the intro, so I am left to assume they will become friends in future. There's very clearly some tensions there. Again, I don't know if that's racism, spracism, but it is questionable. It's not Ashley from fucking Mass Effect level. So there's that, I guess. Small victories where we can get them. I really I'm fucking saving all of these end credit art pieces because they're fucking amazing wallpaper shit. I am genuinely fascinated that I hadn't been spoiled on these then, actually. Or if I have, at least not either of the two that I've already seen so far from these first 2 episodes. Genuinely astonished that I haven't, considering how much art I've seen of the show. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just enjoying it. Again, so much of the big word shit is lost on me. Saying a lot of words that you clearly made up, and I don't know what that means. But it sounds very serious. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm enjoying it. I feel like I'm adding nothing to the discussion of this series. It's gonna be bad. But I will say this, I really appreciate how many people seem to be enjoying my useless fucking commentary on this show. Yeah, the support on the first 2 episodes is really nice. So a huge thank you to everyone for that. I do again hope that I'm not too fucking annoying about the RWBY shit constantly. It's just, it is the most aggressive I think I've ever had with any show. I'm genuinely trying to think. It's not even remotely close. And it's just, again, because there's so much you can equate between those 2 characters. I should make a whole video on that. Like a fucking YouTube essay. Let's do it, man. I can't do it. I might be a writer, but I'm certainly not a that kind of writer. You want me to do a heckin' little scribble about how to try and make you cry because bad things befall someone? I can do that. You want to make me try and make you do a giggle? I can do that. You want me to give you a fucking book report? Bitch, I'm dumb. That's not gonna work. Have you seen the review cap? Anyway, I don't know. I enjoyed it though. I'm liking the show a lot. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get around to recording more yet, which is annoying, but so I'm sorry about that for Patreon people. Yeah, just keep in mind, don't feel the need to hop on there, at least until I can start getting some of the backlog up, but yeah, I don't know, I'm enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. And I'm really appreciating the discussion. Like, again, the reason I keep mentioning, like, someone mentioned the comments is because there was a lot of talk in the comments, which isn't always necessarily a thing on my channel. At least it hasn't been for quite a while. I've been gone for 2 years. I don't remember what my channel's like. But I know, I really appreciate it. I appreciate thoughts, especially, again, coming from people in regards to a genre that I'm not super knowledgeable about. So, I appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's kind of all I really want to say. Again, I'm still bad with names. I've managed to pick up Ghoul Dipstick. I got his name down. Prospera. You fucking idiot. Don't punch the spacebar. Mom was what I was saying. This is the mom. This video's a fucking train wreck. Thank you so much. I'm gonna end it here before I break anything else. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of The Witch from Mercury. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm so sorry. It's so bad. It's okay, you can dislike it now. It's fine. I understand completely. I'm gonna just go back to playing Resident Evil 4 Remake because I apparently can't be trusted. So I'm gonna go get my ass kicked on the island some more. Thanks for watching, folks. I really like these two. I mean, there's only one of them on my screen, right? I mean, the robot's fine. It's a good look. But I really love them. They're wonderful. They're already so great. I really am. I'm gonna go. Can't believe I did that. I hope you guys like charades. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Bye, everybody. Tools, There's Lemons, Patreon, Discord, all that stuff exists. Take care. Bye.